Good evening, friends. Welcome to another Thoughtful Tuesday. The topic that we are going to discuss today is a rather sensitive topic, my dear friends, and a topic again which is very close to my heart. We know that each of us knows somebody in our close family, or maybe it is one of us, or we know someone in our close circle who has recently lost a family member, a dear family member. And we all feel it. Sometimes we find ourselves in a very helpless place, not knowing what to do, not saying what to do. We feel very, very helpless. It also brings out in us fear, fear of the knowledge that death is inevitable to all of us when we have no idea, but it definitely is inevitable. We are concerned, we are fearful for our loved ones, we are praying that everyone should be safe. We do not want to know that this is happening around us, but that is the real truth. And sometimes we really don't know how to deal with it. And because of it, also, many of us are facing anxiety, fear, and sometimes to the extent of depression. And that is the reason why I really wanted to take this topic up today. So, my dear friends, when we lose someone, there is a gamut of feelings that we all feel. Logically, we know that there is no birth or death, but arrival and departure from one form to the next. Logically, we know. But when we have lost a loved one, all we feel is that vacuum, that numbness, that grief, that sense of loss. That sense of loss that we are never going to see this person in our life again. So, my dear friends, there are a few things that have come up in my dealings with some of my clients and some of my friends. So, I thought I would like to use this platform to discuss these topics, however difficult they may be. So, first and foremost, let's talk about guilt. I would like to take this opportunity to let you know, the family member of the person who has passed on. My dear, you tried your level best. There was nothing more you could have done. So please do not feel guilty that you could have done more, you could have been there. Please. If my words can support you in any way, please know that you are not to blame. And it is my earnest request to any family members around such person who feels that he or she is responsible for the demise of their loved one, that perhaps they could have tried more, perhaps that they could have taken a second opinion, perhaps it is my earnest request, if you are in the vicinity of these friends and family, please let them know that they did their best. They did the best that they could. And yes, when a person is grieving, let us allow them to grieve. It is okay to grieve a loved one. Let us not hide our emotions. Let us not hide our pain. If you want some time to spend alone with your own self, please go ahead and do so. But my request to all of you is please do not seclude yourself. Because that, my friends, is not going to bring back your loved ones. And it is going to seclude you and take you further down towards depression. So it is my earnest request again to anyone who is supporting families who have lost a loved one. Please just look over them, watch over them, be around, be around when they need them. Just keep an eye. Just be around them. You don't have to say anything or do anything sometimes. Sometimes just listen. And it is okay to talk about the deceased. It is okay to share your memories. It is okay to pour your heart out. It is okay to cry. Please do not stop any outlet that feels most comfortable to you, my dear friends. So, my next point is something which I would like all of you to really ponder over. The loved ones of the family member who has passed on, and people who have known this person and yet staying afar, who don't know how to reach out, or whose hearts are now gripped with fear. Each one of you, everyone actually in our society, we are hearing because of this pandemic also, there is so much fear and anxiety in the society. So I would like to urge everyone who's listening to this video, please express yourself. If there is fear, fear of death, fear or uncertainty in your life that you're going through about anything, please express yourself. Please find an expression in form of writing down whatever you're feeling, or in form of art. Use colors to express. You do not have to be an artist, but in creation of your art, you might be able to express what your words may not be able to express. So please definitely try doing this. Please definitely find a way of expression. And this, I would urge everyone who is listening to this video to do that. Because any expression, whether we express through writing, sometimes just touch the pen to the paper and let the words flow. Nobody needs to judge you. Nobody needs to see your work. Nobody needs to see what you've written. Nobody needs to see what you've painted. And yes, do not think that you've lost your loved one and here you're sitting and painting. Please dedicate it to your loved one if you want to. Please express yourselves, my dear friends, through an art form. That is another thing. And to everyone who wants to support, just be there. So today, my dear friends, that is all I really want to share with all of you. Let us just be there for each other. We may not always have the right words. Let me just share some things that let us definitely not do. Let us not try to tell the family members to move on. Let us not try to tell the family members to immediately discard the belongings of the loved ones. Let us not avoid talking about their loved one if they wish to. So let us support in every way that we can. Let us be there for every person who has lost a loved one. Another thing I would like to share is in Buddhism, it is believed that when a person passes on, the soul is trying to find its way. So when we send prayers for about 40 days to the soul, it really helps the soul who is transitioning as well. So let us send a lot of prayers, lot of healings, the way towards the person who is deceased and towards all the family members of this deceased person as well. So with this, my dear friends, I would really like to conclude today's video. I truly hope it is useful to some of you at least. And if you feel it may help someone needs to hear these words. If someone is feeling guilty, if someone is trying to bury their feelings, please do share it with this person. Thank you so much. Let us really be compassionate human beings. Let's be there for each other. Thank you so much. Please take care.